Hey, how are you? Nathan here from PH Studios, and welcome to a Minecraft video. The server will be open by the time you are watching this. Open as in those of you that were able to play before will be able to play again. I'll restore the old whitelist. For those of you that were not on the whitelist and would like to play, go ahead and register on the forums or participate in the community. Give me likes on my videos or just help my YouTube channel or the website out, and that'll be kind of like an application process. The more you help the community, the more we will get to know you, and we'll know that you're not the type of person that will get on here and destroy everything and leave. Alright, so I did a lot of work on this server, get things going before you guys were able to connect. I've upgraded my house, which is just a public house, so anybody can go in here and do whatever they want. There will be a few rules for the house, though, and I marked them on the doors and signs and things like that. But anyway, you can get on the server, take a few tools, and build a house somewhere if you want. And let me just go through a walkthrough here. So, the previous video, I mentioned that there were a lot of trees over here, and pretty much we're in the middle of a snowy area. Well, let me bring up the map. Yeah, we're pretty much at the edge of the snowy area when I'm looking in that direction, and we can go forward and get out of the snow. So I gave you a few tools to make maps if you want to. One thing to know about maps, for those that are not aware, when you craft the map, that will be your center point. So where I am right now, that's where I crafted the map. I crafted it inside this house, so that will be the center point. If you want to make your own house, get the tools, but do not craft the map. Do not create it until you have the spot for your house, basically. Then you can just go to the center point, and there will be your house. So you will not get lost, really. I did a little bit of exploring, but I didn't do that much over on the right side and the bottom side. But anyway, I'm gonna eat some stuff. I'm starving. You can get apples from trees. Sometimes they will fall. And let me grab some more food here. Actually, I have some mushroom stew. Alright, so this is a public house area, public farm, and you can come in here and just don't take everything, take whatever you need, and then if you farm, like if you farm for wheat, go ahead and replant, and then you can keep your wheat that you got. Just be sure to replant it before you leave. And same thing with sugar canes. If you take a few sugar canes, just replant on the bottom row, because they will grow. Just the bottom row. Alright, so that's a wheat farm. Now, regular farm. Animal farm. The only rule is be sure to keep 2 adults. It's a little bit glitched out, but be sure to keep at least 2 adults so we can breed again if we need to. And you can breed by having wheat. For those of you that do not know, let me grab some wheat, put the sugar cane up. So I'm gonna, if you need food, just be sure to keep 2 adults. There's a kid there, but keep 2 adults. And if you accidentally kill one of the adults, you can go around and grab another one. And let me see if I can get one. There's plenty of adults here, so you can leave all but 2, and then be sure to breed them when you leave. Just right click on the wheat, and then they'll breed. Also, if you pick up the eggs, go ahead and throw them inside the chicken area. And sometimes they'll jump in front of you just as you're throwing it, but you'll eventually get a little chicken from those eggs. A pig farm and sheep. So there is the farm area. I have 2 doors because when you're bringing in animals from outside, you want to open up 2 doors so they have a wider area to follow you through. Now, one of the first things I will probably do this week is block this off with a fence. Because there have been plenty times where I would walk out and there's a creeper like right here. If that is the case, go ahead and try to get it far away from the house. And then you can do your fighting over here. Or if you have a high enough hunger bar, go ahead and do the run towards them and hit them. Because then they'll fly back. Yeah, that's been glitching out for a long time now. I originally had it 2 blocks deep, and then they would glitch up. They would be on top of the roof. So eventually it went down here. Hopefully it would fix that glitch, but they would still have that glitch. Let me turn on the sound here. They would still have that glitch. Alright, so the tools, public starter tools, food, torches. You can take a couple of these. You can take a couple of food and a few torches if you want to. These are the tools that you will need to create your map. Put 9 pieces of paper all around the outside edges of the, all around here. And then put the compass in the middle. And then you will have a map, and wherever you craft it will be the center point. So be sure to remember that. You can use these furnaces. And just put your stuff in there and use them if you want to. I will try to keep this regularly stocked with coal or either charcoal. And, oh, one more thing. I do have an upstairs area. This is for dye, coloring, farming saplings, and buckets. So treat saplings here, coloring, and farming, and buckets. So you can find those. There is an infinite water supply here. If you want to take some water or you just want to get in a dirt bath, you can. There's an upstairs area. I pretty much labeled everything. There's a whole lot of dirt here if you need it. Sand, glass, gravel, cobblestone, and a couple of stone. Bricks, clay. I don't have any clay yet. I converted them all to bricks. Wood, anything related to wood is here. So ladders, pressure plates, fence, stairs, ingots. You have iron and gold. Other, just monster drops, paper, redstone, snow, and wool. You're welcome to take whatever you want from here. Just be sure not to take everything if you can. Most everybody on the whitelist is pretty good about being not taking everything, so I don't have to worry about it that much. But this is a public area. Anything you want to have available to the public, you can put it in here in one of the chests. Now, down here is going to be like a public mine shaft or quarry, so anything I find down here, I will put up there in those chests. I might use some of it for tools, but other than that, it will be upstairs. And it looks like there's a slime. So that's good. So we have a slime area. Let me go ahead and get these slime balls from these guys. Here is a ravine. There are a whole bunch of monsters here, so I put up a door. So you can go here to find a ravine. Hello. So this can be like a branch or a strip mine or just a generic mine shaft, and we can do this we can get together and get this knocked out in a couple days, and it should be pretty fun. So anyway, that's the public house. I haven't created my own house yet. I probably won't make it that far away. But when you spawn, look for this house, and you can grab some tools here and get started. One final rule: mushroom stew. I gave you a couple of mushrooms. You need both red and brown mushrooms and a bowl, and it will create the mushroom stew. The only rule I have is if there is one left, go ahead and farm mushroom stew. What I mean by that is if we put a mushroom down here and a brown one down here, and then if you want to wait for them to grow, you can, or you can just do bone meal. And then once you do that, you need to grab your pickaxe. And I started with 1, and I already got 2 in return. I already got 4, 5, 6, 7, so this will just be a quick farm for more mushrooms. So if you come across one that has like 1 red mushroom left, go ahead and plant that, put a bone meal on it, and go ahead and farm the drops. And you'll get like 20 in return of that 1. I do not think they grow. I have never tried it. I've just used bone meal, so if they cannot grow, I'm sure somebody in the comments will let me know. But just put bone meal on it. There's like 20 bones up in the upstairs area, and I have 32 in my inventory. You can get bones from skeletons. There are a whole lot of skeletons. There's one right there with 2 creepers. And then you need both brown and red to create the mushroom stew. You can put it anywhere you want. You just need those 3. You can even use your little crafting area here to do it. You don't need it up both on top of the bowls. Alright, so that's done. And you make them by, you can put them anywhere. Pretty much anywhere, just make them. And they do not stack, so you have to deal with that. But they're pretty good to create food that you can just farm easily. Get 20 mushrooms, or 15 mushrooms, without any trouble at all. And then put them back up there. So I'm going to put these slime balls up in the other, which is probably going to be labeled monster drops. So anyway, by the time you're watching this video, the server will be, those of you that were on the whitelist before will be able to play again. And there are a few more things that I'll talk about, so I'll be right back. Okay, so those are the rules for just this house. For those of you that want to create your own like public area, just label it as public. Anything that's not labeled public, do not take anything from their chest unless you ask them. So if it's like Nathan's house, go ahead and ask me if he can take 2 diamonds or whatever I might have. And I usually say yes, but go ahead and ask me anyway. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and cook that before I leave. Alright, so I mentioned this in a... Why do I open 2 of those every time? I don't know. So I mentioned this in a previous video that you will spawn relatively close to this. Now the original spawn point is this way. So let me go ahead and walk there. there will be a lot of wooden planks. I was going to create a house where you would spawn, you'll be in the house. So you'll have like a list of rules in the sign format that you would have to read before you can leave. But I obstructed that, and see, there's wooden planks right there. So if somebody takes those wooden planks, you might spawn right there again. So you just spawn right there, you go in this direction. And then you'll get to my house, or the public house. There's a whole lot of creepers on this server. So anyway, just look for this public house area, and I'll give you the XYZ coordinates in just a few minutes. Let me run away from these zombies. There will eventually be a giant fence around the entire house. There will be a gate so people can walk in, obviously, but I just don't want to walk out and have a creeper right here waiting for me. Okay, so the XYZ is -63, Y is 64, and Z is 0. That's where the entrance to the house is. Now, there is also another ravine. If you exit the house and go immediately to the left, and then go over here, there is a ravine out here. I've mined it enough so I can get my tools. There's a lot more stuff down there. If you want to mine it, you can. If you can jump, that is. Okay, so here it is. There is the ravine. And I don't think I created a way down, so what I did is I just went over here on this edge, and when I was above the water, I just fell down. Because if you fall down on water, you won't die. Or get hurt. So there's a lot of stuff left in here. I didn't mine all of it. So you're welcome to go in here and do some work on this ravine. The way up, I just go up this water, and it'll make you... I did put a way up, so after this water, there should be a way up, unless I blocked it off. This way. So go this way, and yep, there is still a way up. So that's the ravine, and there's another ravine under the house with the iron door that I showed you earlier in the video. Finally, there is another area I'm working on. I'll probably have my house around that area. But if you exit the house, turn around and go this way. I'm working on a mine shaft, so it'll be back there. So you go past the ice lake. Then up this hill, and you should see a torch somewhere. Right here. Let me mark it better. And then there is a little mine shaft that I'm working on. So I'll probably put my house around here. So that's where my house will be. Now, if you are out in the wild and you need some food, we have a farm going, so as long as we still have 2 adults, we should be fine, so you can kill. If you need food, you can get some food from the animal drops, and you can eat it. Mushroom stew is probably going to be the easiest food we will ever have because we can just easily farm the mushrooms. So if you ever need food, just stock up on mushroom stew. Unfortunately, it doesn't stack, so take a few mushrooms, take a few bowls. The bowls do stack, and you should be good to go. That's pretty much it for this server walkthrough. By the time you're watching this video, the whitelist will be back, so those of you that were on it before will be able to play again. And I hope to see you in the server.